Bashar al-Assad in Syria by weakening the remnants of his military to a point where the rebellion would succeed. Okay, so basically, you know, Israel are looking at it as an opportunistic time for them, man. Because, you know, not only could they potentially get rid of Iran, you know, their major threat right now, but they can secure their borders a bit better. Okay, with Syria. Okay, you know, and Lebanon and whatever, man. So, you know, they I suppose they feel that, you know, this will be a good time, man, because the Syrian government's in disarray anyway. Okay, the people, you know, fucked up and shit. You know, might add by fucking foreign forces, man. You know, Mossad and, you know, them foreign agents, man. Okay, because they're playing their part in that disorder, man. Okay. So, unfortunately for the Obama administration, an attack next Tuesday or sooner would be a clever and strategic method to return the insults he leveled at Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu by taking the focus off the douche post-convention bounce and instead refocusing the American media on a problem which could have been solved by both Bush and the Obama administration, but instead deferred due to incompetence and ignorance rather than a practical approach to foreign policy, and false promises to assist movements of freedom and liberation such as was destroyed in Iran while Obama ignored them. Okay, I've just been saying. Alright. It says here, the timing is right. United States military is on high alert in the Persian Gulf, which actually assists the Israelis in such an attack, especially if calls for air-sea rescue occur. In addition, the weather is projected to be calm and clear over much of Iran according to long-range forecasts. Okay? Which, you know, long-range forecasts don't tend to be right anyway, it always fucking changes, you know. Said in fact, as of this evening, there is no evidence of sandstorms or adverse weather conditions over the Persian nation. Okay, so ideal combat situation, I suppose, right? If these conditions hold over the entire region, it would be one of the few perfect weather openings for both an air and sea launched assault on the Iranians' facilities. While the damage may not permanently disable the program, it would be an open declaration of war and a warning to the regime in Tehran that Israel can and will attack at will. If Syria and Hezbollah overstep their abilities and attack Israel, then that provides the other opening needed to awaken Tehran's international capabilities and perhaps encourage another uprising against the mullahs. And he says, keep an eye on the weeks ahead, as the instability in the financial and geopolitical arena could well provide another historical window of horror, terror and fascination for all of us to observe. Because, yeah, because as I said, there's more things that connect to this upcoming war, man. This full escalation of war. You know, financial system, you know, and riots, man. All this unrest. Okay, that can all lead, you know, to war, man. Okay, financial system gonna crash soon. So, you know, there's plenty of ties that will lead us to this war, man. Okay, not just the rhetoric. Okay, you know, no famine, anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. Terrorist attack. You know, all these things will lead up to the same thing, man. Okay. Right, let's get into this next article. This is the end of the American Dream.com. Okay. So I like the title. This is the American Dream, waking people up and getting them to realize that the American Dream is quickly becoming the American Nightmare. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a nightmare, man. Okay. This article is titled 19 Signs That Israel and Iran Are on the Verge of War. Okay. Right. There is going to be a war in the Middle East. It is just a matter of time until it happens. Israel has decided that there is no way it can ever allow Iran to develop the capability to build nuclear weapons. Iran has gone all in on developing a nuclear program, and it has become a matter of national pride at this point Iran does not fear an Israeli attack against its nuclear program. In fact, Iran anticipates that an Israeli attack will cause the Islamic nations of the Middle East to come together and declare war against Israel. Okay? So, you know, Iran's not scared, man. Iran ain't scared of Israel, they ain't scared of America, man. I mean, they're fully persuaded that any attack on them, man, will, you know, spark a wider conflict, which it will. Okay? So, you know, there's enough firepower behind them to go into this war, man. Okay, not just their own ability, but, you know, collectively. Okay, because they have allies as well, man. Okay. Right, let's get a screecher. Alright, it's the second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 28. Okay. We go and read down 33. Okay, the second Ezra 15, verse 28. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth. They all that which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood. Okay, then Carmanians is talking about them Iranians, man, them Persians, right? Okay, so they should go forth as a wild boars of the wood, man. Okay, very ferocious, man. Okay, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and they shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Okay, now that's talking about, you know, Edom, man. You so-called white people, man. You're gonna waste a part of your land, man. Okay. Then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. Okay. So this land is talking about America, man. Okay. So they're gonna waste that. They're gonna waste a portion of the land themselves, man. Okay. And so the dragon shall have the upper hand, man. Okay. So these Arabs, man, and the allies, man, they're gonna have the upper hand, man. Them Arabs and those in that region, man. Conspiring together in great power to persecute them. And then these shall be troubled bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them, and consume some of them, and in their host shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings. Okay? So yes, that will happen, man. That will spark that will spark outside of Iran, man. Okay? Like I said here, that an Israeli attack would cause the Islamic nations of the Middle East to come together. Okay, so, you know, they'll band together, man, to fight against Israel and America and their allies. Okay, so that will happen, man. That's in the scriptures. Okay, Iran, you know, it will actually spark a large regional war, like I was saying. But there is no way that Israel is going to allow Iran to develop the capability to build nuclear weapons. The time for a strike may be running out. It has become quite clear that the Obama administration does not want to strike Iran. So if Israel wants to do something about Iran, Israel is going to be the one to do it. Like I said, at least the thought should draw them out. Okay? But if Obama wins the US election in November, he might work to actively block Israel from attacking Iran from... Yeah, like I said, he was stupid, man. Okay? This just gets into the fucking elections now, which doesn't really matter who wins that. Okay, because war's going to happen either way. Okay? But obviously there's pressure on Obama to you know, do these things, man, to initiate that war, man. Okay? Otherwise he ain't going to get a second term, man. You know, so he has to play to the international bankers, man, that Israeli lobby, man. He has to play to them, otherwise he ain't getting no second term, man. He has to do what they say. Okay. Like like I said here, of course, if Mitt Romney wins the upcoming elections, things would be likely be different. Okay, because Romney has a harder stance against Iran. Okay, so he's ready for that war, man. If he was in office, if he was in office now, man, this war would have been kicked off, man. Okay. But it says here. Let's get this bit. Slovakia. So this is why the next couple of months are such a potentially dangerous time for the Middle East. If Israel does not move against Iran now, moving against them later could be far more difficult if Obama wins a second term. So when could we potentially see an attack? Okay, so the previous article was going into September 11th. Okay, this is going to go into a different theory, man. Okay. So well, it probably would not happen prior to or during the very, very important Jewish holidays that are coming up in late September and early October. That means that the most likely time for a strike will be between mid-October and Election Day in the United States in early November. Okay. So, but will it actually happen? Well, of course. The Lord have already prescribed that, man. We'll get that. This is Isaiah 55 verse 11. It says here, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it." Okay, so the Lord has spoken it, man. This war is going to kick off, man. There ain't no ifs or buts about it, man. It's just a matter of time. Okay? He says that only time will tell. But we know it's going to happen. Okay, we're just waiting for it. Okay? So the following are 19 signs that Israel and Iran are on the verge of war. It says number 1. Major drills simulating missile strikes have recently been held in Tel Aviv. Number 2, the Israeli military has been distributing brochures to the Israeli population instructing them what to do in the event that Israel launches a strike against Iran. Number 3, Israel has ramped up the distribution of gas masks to the general public. The last article touched on that. One recent poll found that 25% of all Israelis said that they would leave the country if Iran got nuclear weapons. The pressure on the Israeli government to do something before it is too late is enormous. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has publicly declared that negotiations with Iran have failed. Netanyahu reportedly got into a diplomatic shouting match with US Ambassador Dan Shapiro recently over what to do about Iran. Number 7, according to Ynet News, Israeli Defense Minister Ehud Barak is in favor of striking Iran. Barak is advocating for action, and the defense establishment is investing billions to prepare for an Israeli military operation. Israeli ambassador to the US, Marco Oren, told MSNBC recently that the Israeli clock for a strike on Iran is ticking faster than the Obama administration clock. Okay, so there are odds, man. Okay, so it might not even get to that election, man. Okay, that's what they're saying anyway. Former Mossad chief Ephraim Halevi made the following statement back at the beginning of August: "If I were an Iranian, I would be very fearful over the next 12 weeks." Okay, so is what he knows. Is it concrete? We have to wait and see. According to a new UN report, Iran's nuclear program continues to grow stronger. The following is from a recent article in the Jerusalem Post. A UN report released earlier in the day revealed that Iran doubled the number of uranium enrichment machines it has in an underground bunker, showing that Tehran continued to defy Western pressure to stop its atomic work and the threat of Israeli attack. Okay. Number 11. Senior Iranian cleric Ayatollah Komatami